In this session, we will do a small charting application to understand data flow between two screens. Let us say I have two screens like this, where main activity contains one edit text box, one button and one text view sequentially. Similarly, second activity contains one text view, one edit text box and one button sequentially. And in order to make this charting application colorful, let us say I have some color combinations like this, where edit text box hint color is white, button background color is gray, button text color is black. Similarly, we will apply same color combinations in the second activity also. In this picture, main activity will act like parent activity, second activity will act like child activity. Let me mark it. P for parent, C for child. Now the requirement is, when user enters some message in the edit text box of parent activity and clicks send button, that message has to go to second activity and that message should be displayed on the text view of second activity. For example, if user has entered here hi, and when user clicks send button, that message hi should go to second activity and it should be displayed as parent colon hi. Similarly, whatever the message entered in the second activity edit text box, on clicking send button, that message should come back to parent activity and that message should be displayed on the parent activity text view. For example, if user types hello and when user clicks send button, that hello message should come to parent activity and it should be displayed as child hello. Let us keep this application as simple as possible. In this example, I will show you only one iteration. One iteration means parent will send one message to child, that message should be displayed in the child. Similarly, child will send one message to parent and that message should be displayed on the parent. Later on, you can try for multiple iterations. For example, if parent sends next iteration, how are you? In the child activity, it should display parent colon hi. In the next line, parent colon how are you? You can try that later. As of now, I will show only one iteration. This is an example for data communication between two screens, where parent activity is sending data. Similarly, child activity is also returning some data. This is a studio based application. I will show this application in Android Studio. Now this looks like bigger task. Let me divide this task into 4 smaller tasks. First task is, on button click listener of parent activity, send a message to child activity, whatever is entered in the edit text box. That is the first task. Second task is, display incoming parent message on the text view. Task 3 is, implement button click listener in child activity to send child message or child data which is entered in the edit text box to parent activity. That is task 3. And finally, task 4, go to parent activity, display incoming child message on the text view. Now, in order to do these 4 tasks, let me give some important notes or important points. In task 1, while sending a message from parent activity to child activity, in the button click listener, we should use start activity for result and we should not use just start activity, because parent activity is expecting a data back from child activity. That is the first point. Second point, while doing task 2, you have to receive incoming parent message in child activity in onCreate method by using intent and bundle. While doing task 3, to send child activity data to parent activity, we should use empty intent, then put extra, then we have to use set result method. Remember, since child activity is successfully sending message to parent activity, while using set result, we will use result code as result OK, because result OK is for success. In this example, I will be using only result OK as result code. While doing task 4, you have to receive child data in parent activity by using on activity result method. I forgot one more point. While doing task 1, since we are using start activity for result, and since second activity is child activity, in your parent activity, you should define a request code for the child activity. Something like public static final int request code 1 equal to 1. Now, before proceeding with these 4 tasks by using Android Studio, we have to follow some basic preliminary steps before doing these 4 tasks. These preliminary steps are common for our all ongoing projects. First step is create a new studio project. Step 2, since it requires second activity, create second activity in your project. Third step, design main activity XML with the root element as linear layout, with orientation vertical, with one edit text box, one button, one text view sequentially, and you have to apply appropriate color combinations and text colors also. We are taking linear layout with orientation vertical because all these 3 elements are aligned on y-axis. That is edit text box, button and text view aligned on y-axis. Similarly, fourth step, design second activity XML with the root element as linear layout, with orientation vertical, again with one text view, one edit text, one button sequentially, and apply all color combinations appropriately. Step 5, go to main activity Java file and follow below 3 steps. That is, declare all variables above onCreate method. Second step, initialize all variables inside onCreate method. And step C, keep button click listener ready. How many variables will you declare? Since we have 3 visible components, edit text, button and text view, we have to declare 3 variables. Similarly, step 6, go to second activity Java file and follow above 3 steps one more time. Declare all variables, initialize all variables, and keep button click listener ready. So these are the preliminary steps we have to follow for almost any application that we are going to do in future. Now, first let me do all preliminary steps. Start a new studio project. Start a new studio project with application name as charting application. Click next. Next. Select empty activity. Next. Click finish. Now, let me create second activity. Select empty activity. I will name it as second activity. Select generate layout file. Don't select launcher activity. Click finish. Now, I will design activity main XML. As of now, don't worry too much about design since we have not yet started designing concepts. I will be designing the screen with very basic level properties like background color and text color, etc. Now I have prepared linear layout with orientation vertical. I will remove existing text view. Now I will take edit text with width match parent, height wrap content, hint enter message to child, and ID as edit text 1. And I have taken button with width match parent, height wrap content, text send, and ID button 1. And I have taken a text view with width match parent, height wrap content, text child colon, because this text view will display child messages, and ID as text view 1. And I have applied for entire screen some background color as #F80. So this is the color. Since you want to apply that color for entire background, I am giving that background color property to root element, that is linear layout. Similarly, for edit text box, text color should be white. Let me give text color. White RGB color is 3Fs. Sorry, not text color, text hint color. So with this, our first activity screen design is over. Now let me go to second activity XML and I will do appropriate modifications. I will copy this because second screen also contains same elements but in different order. I will paste here. Now let me see the preview. Now the text view should come on top. I will cut this text view, Ctrl X, and I will paste here on top of edit text box. It is first come first serve base. So whatever you have given the first element, that same element will be displayed here. In place of child, I will display here parent, because as per our design it should display parent. Similarly, the hint of edit text should be modified to enter message to parent. That's it. As of now, don't worry about how to give this much height and so on. I will discuss more about screen design concepts later. With this, first 4 steps are over. Now let us finish remaining 2 steps. I will go to main activities Java file. First I will declare all variables. Edit text. So far I have given edit text variable as ET1, but that is not industry standard. As per industry standard, you should give appropriate variable names. So I will type edit text as a variable name. From now onwards, I will be taking variable names as edit text. Similarly, button variable, button space button. If you observe carefully, class names are starting with capital letters and variable names are starting with small letters in the first word. From second word onwards, the variable names will also contain capital letters. Similarly, I will declare text view variable. When you are typing, automatically Android Studio will give you hint, take same variable name as suggested by Studio Intelligence window. Semicolon. Now I will go to onCreate method, initialize all variables. First variable edit text equal to, as you know already, we have to use find view by ID method for initializing visible components. R dot ID dot edit text 1, press Alt Enter, cast. Similarly, initialize other 2 variables also appropriately. Now we will keep button click listener ready. Our button variable name is button dot set on click listener, new on click listener. Now 5th step is over. Since second XML also contains same variables, I will declare same variables in second activity.java file, because second activity also contains one text view, one edit text, one button. This also contains one text view, one edit text, one button. I will copy paste here. It will ask you, do you want to import corresponding classes? Just click OK. Similarly, even IDs are also same, so I can copy paste second step also. Ctrl C, press enter, Ctrl V. Similarly, keep button click listener ready. But remember, as a entry level programmer, don't do this practice. Don't use copy paste. Only once you feel comfortable with declaring all variables and initializing all variables, then only use copy paste technique. So only to reduce my time, I am using a copy paste technique. Just click OK. It will import view. In fact, in the second activity XML also, the IDs are same: text view 1, edit text 1 and button 1. So we are using here same IDs. That's why I have copy pasted same code. So with this, our preliminary steps are over.